Welcome to this segment of Soul, Silence, and Sound. This is brought to you by BeSimply.
Stars, trees, clouds, and the moon. They all have a meaning and they look just like you.
Welcome to this segment of Soul and Lunar Cycles and Soul, Silence, and Sound. We are at the new moon that tipped us over this morning, and time really doesn't matter, nor does the month. But we can look at the lunations to help us see in that reflective mirror. And at this new moon, this is a time to listen as we are shadowed from seeing really what is. And with what has led into this new moon has been, life-changing for many and unifying for many and awakening for many. And no matter where you are in the world when you're listening to this, I strongly encourage you to really dive a little deeper into, one, your humanity, and then two, your heart. And I know all of humanity is fatigued. We've been running a race, and it's not just a race in the past several years. It's been for many, many centuries. We have been going through a cycle with our ancestry that has been divisive, manipulative, filled with all those things that have led us to here. And bit by bit, all of our consciousness is awakening to memories of our ancestors and our pasts and the future. And the reason that's important right now is because in the present moment, you are weaving, you're taking action for your future and your ancestors' future, your children, your grandchildren, your cousins, your aunties, your uncles, all of your family members. Not only the lineage that you know by blood, but all your relations that you've known before here. So that is a soul family, and many of us have crossed paths before, and we continue to cross paths. So as we go through this awakening, it's not just seeing the atrocities on the planet or understanding what really is. The other part of it is the remembrance of who you are, and also making space for aspects of yourself and your history and your future that you did not start remembering till now. And simultaneously, the ones that have not awakened yet, you are doing your extra effort for them too, because we're all interconnected. And as each one continues to transform and have the emotions needed and orient oneself, please know that you are helping others in the most profound way. And simultaneously, as we go through this process, it's important to stay in action, not only for the world that you want to see, but also to help what's unfolding in and around each and every one of us. And I will share that I can see how ALOHA right now is teaching anyone that looks in. And all the island nations have a continuity about themselves because they are the great masters of navigation, the waters and the sky. And they understand how to navigate the winds. And this is why it's so important to preserve culture. Monocrops, monocultures do not work on this planet. They won't sustain this world system, nor will they sustain the people that wish they could have it to themselves. And the sooner we realize this, we can return to honoring the place where we stand and even honor the places we visit with deeper reverence and understanding that each and every one of you has an alchemical key within nature because you're part of nature and the ability to serve. So much of your attention at this point in time has been deviated from by ideology that has created a distraction that has been placed there to convince you to contemplate things that aren't even true, to convince you to believe things that aren't even true. And so you can see why this is a turbulent time, because you have a large portion of your brothers and sisters that have gone through an awakening, and we continue to have these ways of awakening. And bit by bit, if you listen deeply, especially on these new moons, if you listen and evaluate what's happening in and around you, not the people, but just what emotions are awakening, what is being reflected to you from the outside world to your inner world, what is asking you to find peace and what is asking you to take action. And when you start to feel that, then you can receive what's needed. You will have the courage to excavate these little hidden pockets within your eternal being that no longer serve. And then you will have the courage as you awaken to really see what is. There's only one is. Sure, there's a lot of technology to trick you, and you look into a little black box and believe it. But if you start to get to know your friends, your neighbors, and your family, and really have conversations, you'll understand that these little black boxes are a fantastic tool for coordinating to spread messages, and the importance that we keep using this with integrity, not to manipulate, deceive, to steal, all those things, to bring this device into virtue. That will bring you into virtue. And then it can stay as a part of society, not to destroy, but to enhance. It shouldn't overpower us. And then you can really connect to your true nature. And what ALOHA is offering each and every one of you is to connect to your heart and remember that to serve, even if you don't have any physical dollars to serve with, you can communicate, you can share, you can make phone calls, you can be of service, and you can see that ALOHA happening. And I would strongly encourage you to really meditate on how you can serve on a daily basis. And when you determine what that is for you, then it's effortless every day. And guess what happens when we move into service mode? All those things that are coming up right now, those remembrances and those unexplainable emotions and everything, it becomes easier because you can allow it to come up and out and then just serve with the transmuted energy, with the inspiration that you are paving the way into the future for the benefit of all of humanity. And within that, there's a reverence that one can receive when they soften their gaze and they remember their proper relationship with the brothers and sisters, with the land, the elements, and that they have a responsibility to keep that in harmony. And so that they is all of us. There's nothing external that you need to wait for. You can take action now. And if you care to look at the example that's unfolding on an island nation in the middle of the Pacific, you'll see what I'm talking about. I see this on all different islands that I visit. I was born in Hawaii, spent my last life there. And the other islands that I visited across the world, that aloha is there. Because living on an island requires one to retain harmony with all that is for so many reasons. So if you are interested in preserving your aloha, your heart, your awareness, and your place in nature, no matter where you stand on the earth, you can do that by connecting and listening right now. And then turn to your community and transmute that word into wherever you are, whatever your culture is, whatever your heritage is, preserve it, because this is how nature works. There's this divine orchestration of plants, your eternal being, this cosmic algorithm that you cannot do with a machine, that lands you here, there, everywhere, and gives you a remembrance of your essence from one to the next, and you build upon it, and then wherever you put your feet down, wherever you were conceived, is an aspect of your eternal being. And then wherever you're destined to move, those are touch points for your eternal being. So wherever you are in this moment, trust in that, and then dive deeper into what you are ready to preserve, your nature, your free will. And from there, if you choose to be in courage versus defeat, you will find that it's much easier to awaken. And within every moment, the constant is change. And that uneasiness that comes with change also comes a potency of opportunity. And so amongst the tears and the laughter and the grief and the anger, there can be moments of joy and realization as to what we forgot, that God is here. And then as you reclaim your sovereignty and your free will within yourself, then you can figure out what that means for you. Remember that we are cosmic beings expressing ourselves in the perception of a third dimensional reality. And there is a sacredness to that, a responsibility to that, and there's an alchemical relationship to every one of you where you stand on this earth plane. So as we go into this new moon meditation, I welcome you to ask yourself where you're ready to awaken further. I ask you to ask yourself where you're ready to love more. And I ask you to ask yourself where you're ready to serve. It can be simple. And then from there, just allow whatever comes in this moment or in the next moments, next couple days, and take the time, because this new moon is a cocooning time. It's usually a time of releasing in the woman's moon cycle where she's shedding emotions and releasing that which is ready to be shed. And I think each and every one of us can always have something to shed, and that allows us to renew. So with that being said, I welcome you to sit up into an upright position. And then lift that spinal column up, and then dropping those shoulders down. And then taking a soft, gentle breath in. And then exhale out. Another one, inhale. And exhale. Good. One more, inhale. And exhale. And then gently from there, just connect to a focal point down in front of you, especially if your mind is wandering. And then observe your natural breathing pattern. Welcome your heart to clear, your mind to empty. And welcome your awareness to open with great courage as we all continue to awaken. And gently from there, I welcome you to gently lean back and recline or move fully into Shavasana, a prone position on your back with your palms facing upward as we transition into receiving sound. As you settle in, just take a nice gentle breath into the heart and out. Again, inhale. And exhale. And one more inhale. And exhale. And then continue to follow your natural breathing pattern.
Hmm. Taking a soft, gentle breath in and out of your heart center, gently breathing in and out. Again, inhale and exhale. Another one, inhale. And exhale. And as you continue to breathe in and out, I welcome you to bring your awareness to my speaking voice. And feel free to stay where you're at in this moment. And when you're ready, just come up to a seated position and take a few moments to take a breath. Before I close this out, because I'm going to close out with a prayer. But I want to thank Random Rab for his beautiful music that he creates. As always, support the arts. And Kadri Scott, Beauty Is. And also Dante Marino for his production and assistance. And all of you, thank you for being here. And so I think you guys can reflect back to me, but I do my best to weave and welcome all traditions. And because of that is just what I was leading in with, that each of you have a biological relationship with the earth plane, especially where you were conceived. And that conception is an electromagnetic pulse to that location. And then you have a destiny that moves you around here, there, everywhere. Yet that electric pulse has a direct connection to your past life. And it also creates a signal for your future. And so if you can step back and see that maybe you're in a migration pattern in this life to start at one location and you're maybe destined to stay in that exact location, or you're going to migrate a few places and return back where you started or not. Yet each aspect of where you place your feet and who you are as an electromagnetic being is specific to you, and that's your special uniqueness and contributing factor to this earth plane and to the cosmos. And so that aspect of yourself is to be sovereign, is to be free, so that you can truly understand who you are without the sound bites, without the infeed of pop culture. Reclaim the culture that speaks to you. And for some, the destiny is many. You might be many parts of a whole, or it might be a pure expression. Whatever it is, honor it and trust it, and know that when you move from that space, that it will continue to awaken within you. And that's what we're going through, is this awakening. And so the reason I will always welcome everyone to express their faith, their understanding of the unexplainable in their way, is because it's the seed or a very deep expression of your journey, your eternal journey. And however you're meeting that in this moment is where you are in your journey, and that will continue to evolve. So when I use this word pray in an indigenous culture, when one is giving back, making offerings, whether they just had a meal and make an offering to the earth for the food and in thanks, giving gratitude for the life that you have, giving gratitude for your body, your fingers and toes and your brain, all these things. It's basically this reciprocal relationship with the physical and the unphysical world. And then you can add language that makes sense to you based on your community and your sangha where you go. And that you might, as an eternal being, be called to express it in different ways. Maybe not even for this lifetime, maybe it's building for the next, or if you're going to, your ultimate understanding of beyond here. But either way, I invite each and every one of you to make offerings for yourself and others. And in this segment, I would like just for us to pray for all the beings everywhere to be free of suffering, and remembering the true causes of happiness,
call it mine and grasp onto it. But if ill-intended, true beauty will fade. Can't be manufactured, not man-made. It's brewed in the soul like a fine wine, with a little bit of love and a little bit of time. 'Cause beauty is as beauty does. Only some have that touch. It's hard to find, but easy to follow. Beauty is as beauty does until tomorrow. Ooh, What makes it beautiful? The way you love, the way you lift it up, hold it above, the way it seems to shine under your gaze, the way it leaves you walking in a haze. But if ill-intended, true beauty will fade. Can't be manufactured, not man-made. It's brewed in the soul each their own. If you find it, hold it and don't let go. Hard to find, but easy to follow. Beauty is as beauty does until tomorrow.